Titanus Gojira, widely known as Godzilla, first appeared in 1954. The Titan is considered to be a hero, though he will do anything necessary to protect the Earth from threats. Godzilla is shown to be the most dominant out of the rest of the Titans. We call him the king of the monsters.
Yeah. But all right, guys, so first things first, I want to apologize for, I think I haven't posted a video in almost 2 weeks. I am gonna try to get this video out as soon as possible. So I did have to acquire, long story short, let's go back in time. So Sunday night, Monday, and Tuesday, I was in Houston with the wife and the baby. So I really wasn't much in a recording mood. I genuinely just wanted to be in the moment with my family and just have a good time, right? Just want to shout out Duhan for taking our family Christmas photos. It was definitely a very memorable experience. Just it's gonna be my son's first Christmas this year, so I've never taken Christmas photos. Well, maybe once with my family, but not with like my wife and my son. So super excited about that. And then Pablo gave Carlos the A7 IV, which is what I'm recording on right now. So gonna have a camera update. I need to know what the settings are on there. I haven't really, it's a completely different menu than the ZVE10, and I haven't gotten used to it at all. As far as I know, it's like how to record photo, do little things, because the menu is way more expansive. But I'll get to that probably sometime this week in terms of just getting a better understanding of how to work this camera to get the most out of it, because it is a very, very, very top-notch professional grade camera. So I don't even know if I'm recording in 4K right now, if I'm recording in HD, which I think is like 2160, 1440. I don't know, I haven't messed with that, but it looks good. So for today, we have a single at 6:7 with a 3x4 at 6:7, but honestly, my singles right now aren't too hot, just because last block, I kinda just was having a very difficult time staying mentally engaged. Probably a lot of reasons, right? We had to move gyms middle of the week, a few weeks ago. Different training equipment, just a different setting, different environment. But regardless, we've been trying to do the very best that we can with what we have. And that's always gonna be what my goal is, right? So my brother's calling me. But, and then a 3x4. But I think I'm just gonna do the 3x4 with descending sets for 2 reasons. One, to begin priming my body for heavier loads at heavier reps. I mean, heavier loads under reps. And then after that, I think next week my body will be in a much better position to start pushing my singles, especially for the last 5 to 4 weeks of Sheffield prep. And yeah, anyways, that is a plenty long introduction. We are trying, I'm trying a new pre-workout flavor today. This is watermelon peach. I will let you guys know how that tastes like as I'm warming up or after whatever, this introduction, and then we'll get things going. I wanna say real quick, that watermelon peach pre-workout, it was very good. But it's enough yapping, time to squat, baby. All right, I don't know if you guys can tell now, but I played it because I didn't like how, the ISO was on auto. So as that sunlight behind me fluctuates, it would in turn adjust the ISO, thus messing with the image, right? So I was like, screw it, I got a few seconds in between my warm-up, so I messed with the ISO, I upped the quality to 4K, 60 megabytes. You guys might not be able to tell the difference. It's still gonna look super crispy. And then I set the white balance to cloudy just because I didn't want the white balance to also fluctuate in shot. So we should get a much more consistent shot throughout now. It's all right. I can tell my body isn't used to that because the blood pressure, it was like pushing into my ears. So my ears are very itchy. All right, one more set, guys. That didn't feel too hot. Felt a lot harder, but I mean, that's just to be expected. I haven't done reps with 700 plus in a while, so it is going to feel a little non-crispy, but I tell you what, we're going to take a bit of a cool down period, and then we'll go up to the top of it, baby. See what we got. All right, guys, so that was the top set. That was 848 pounds for a set of 4. And honestly, that was probably the hardest set of 4. I don't know if you guys can see. I look a little dark in here because of the lighting, but my face looks very flush. Just because whenever my body isn't used to like regularly moving these weights like week by week, I do tend to pop a decent amount of blood vessels throughout the face. But honestly, next week should be a lot better. It should be way, way, way better. Next week I have sets of 5, and honestly, I have no doubt that I'll probably be able to do either 859 or 870 for a set of 5 at like 5 to 10 times better than the way this moved. That's how confident I feel, because I know my body. When I'm not in the groove of things and I'm like intentionally taking a step back, my CNS just feels a little off. And on top of my CNS being a little off, I am also significantly thinner, right? And what I mean by that, I'm not saying I'm like dropped 20 pounds. I'm saying my stomach has shrunk enough to the point where I have to move my belt 2 holes more in, right? I literally counted and I have 3 holes from the end of the belt. If I were to lose another 20 pounds, this belt would be, it wouldn't function for me. It wouldn't work. It'd be unusable, right? So honestly, I might have to go back to a 4X for this one, to be honest. I might have to hit up SPD and be like, yo guys, I need a 4X, right? Just because it's gonna be in a much more comfortable position And I just think that's going to be the move, right? Because any one of those variables is going to affect me 1%. If it takes me 1% off my mark, 1% off your mark over X amount of distance increases exponentially, right? 1% from a 1 foot separation, it's tiny, right? You can correct it, but 1% off over 6 weeks, that could be some damage, irreparable damage. So I need to get on top of that. I need to ask them for some 4X belts. My 10 millimeter is already 4X, so that one's fine. It's just my 13 is a 5X. But yeah, honestly, it didn't feel too bad considering everything, right? This is the heaviest I've done for reps in, I don't know, like 5 weeks. I don't remember the last time I've gone over 800 pounds for reps. I'd have to double check. It's been a minute. But regardless of that, guys, we still have accessories to deal with. I'm trying to knock those out in about 10 to 15 minutes so I can get my happy butt out of here. You know, I gotta go eat. I got my post-workout protein shake waiting for me in my truck. I'm back on that grind, 2 shakes a day, counting my food, tracking everything. These last 6 weeks is for everything, right? I might have not had the most consistent last block for whatever you want to call it, but I have 6 weeks to finish strong, right? This prep has still been good. One block is not going to derail everything. I've done just enough to maintain myself at a position where I'm built for this. I maintained enough strength and stimulus to essentially, feel really good for the last 5 to 6 weeks where I can just essentially, turn my hat around and just bulldoze through everything, right? Because I don't think I could do more than 6 weeks of super, super hard training without any serious repercussion, right? I've done it in the past, but obviously I'm a lot smarter. I'm more experienced, more battle tested. And I think this is going to make for some very interesting shakeups, right? Obviously, when it comes to me, they're like, oh, like Jesus is going to do what he does and we got to do what we got to do, right? But, and to some extent, that is true, right? When people think about me, they're like, Jesus can lift whatever he loads, and it's a 50-50. And I feel the same way. But the reality is, I got to work for it. So let's go work for it. All right, guys, so I think we'll probably finish out with some leg curls and some adductor stuff and then be out of here. So we shouldn't be here much longer. We were yapping away with Mr. Shy, but if you guys are ever at TSS, he's going to help you out. He actually just gifted me some computing RAM, baby. I'm going to just record one set. I'm going to keep the weight light just so I can focus on the movement, getting that full ROM and that control. Absolutely essential. Oh yeah, still working my glutes. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. All right, I'm gonna just do 15 reps. I don't like that, makes me look like a side boob. I'm gonna do 15 reps on each one, but let's do the next one. Oh, that 70 millimeters clutch. Look, Carlos. So that's gonna conclude today's video. We did a set of 4 with 4 plates, 496, 760 for 4, and then 848 for 4. I don't really recommend this to anybody, but it's just, I know what works best for me. I am very familiar. I've been in this position before, so I made the what I believe is a correct decision for myself. And then for the accessories, we did single leg laying leg curl, 3x12 each leg, with hip abductor and hip adduction, 3x15 each set. I'm about halfway done. No, I have one more. I have to do my adduction, and then after that I have one more superset. But just to conclude today's video, you know, we're back on that horse. I think I need 11 more episodes, 11 more videos to put out 100 YouTube videos for this first year that I've been recording. That'll be a huge milestone. I don't know if we'll do anything for that, but my goal was 100 videos by the end of the year, and we're cutting it close by the skin of my teeth. So I'm gonna get back on my horse. I got everything I need. I have an external SSD. I have a micro USB SD card reader. So ready to go. I just gotta finish up and go cut this video up and post it, and then this will be video number 90, I believe. So it's almost that time, guys. We're about 6 weeks out, and I don't really have much to say about it. You know, it's just, I have a job to go do. I don't really care about what anybody else is doing. I'll be praying for everyone's health, and I hope everybody is excited for a show. You know, I'm not really coming into this meet expecting to win. I'm just expecting to do something that's never been done before. And I know everyone's saying that, but when it comes to me, it's a little different, right? Because I'm literally doing something no one's ever done before. And when somebody in the lighter weight class does it, and this is no disrespect, it's doing something no one has ever done at a certain body weight, right? And with that, there's a caveat thrown into the mix. So it's just a little differential. But besides that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up, and see you guys next time. Oh, my legs.